So it's no secret that BlackRock is a major player in the crypto space, but recently we've seen a lot more interesting news coming out regarding the CEO of BlackRock and the CEO of Coinbase actually seemingly befriending each other, which is very interesting. And we actually saw a very interesting interview come out that I want to share with you guys a clip from today in this video. Let's get into this. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. This is the Crypto Report. I'm Crypto Kip. Look at this story to start the day. First of all, note that the price of Bitcoin at the time of this recording is sitting at $93,000. We've had a pretty decent week as Bitcoin's kind of coming back up from hitting a low of $80,000. But this interview is circulating around the internet, which I want to play for you guys in a minute. But what this is an interview between the CEO, Brian Armstrong, of Coinbase, and the CEO of BlackRock, the largest asset manager in the world, taking the stage for this New York Times interview, where BlackRock CEO Larry Fink actually says that he is wrong about being a Bitcoin critic in the past and how he's changed his views. Before I get into that clip and play something from that for you, I want you to just look at this photo. Here is them likely before or after the interview. Brian Armstrong and Larry Fink hanging out, two bald brethren. I know about that now. Brian Armstrong posted this photo saying, "Great to catch up, Larry. Tokenization is the future, and it's time to bring every asset on chain." And it does seem like Brian Armstrong and Larry Fink are on the same page about this. I want you guys to hear this clip really quickly, a little bit about where Larry Fink stands today and his firm, BlackRock. Take a listen.
Called crypto an index for money laundering.
Okay, so just to start the interview, I think Andrew Skorkin, I think this guy's name is, I believe this interview guy, saying he used to call it basically, a vehicle for money laundering. That's how Larry Fink used to talk about crypto.
BlackRock
and thieves.
And thieves.
Yes.
Money laundering and thieves.
Right.
You now have the biggest Bitcoin ETF. So what happened here?
Obviously, the crowd is laughing because that's a big difference. He used to call crypto a vehicle for money laundering and thieves, and Larry Fink is obviously joining in on the fun of what kind of contrast he has versus what his views were and now where they are today. Let's see what he says.
I have very strong views, but that doesn't mean I'm not wrong. By having strong views, you have to test yourself and ask yourself. And in my role, I see thousands of clients a year. I have governmental leaders, and we have these conversations. And my thought process always evolves. And this is a very glaring public example of a big shift in my opinion.
What's interesting about this to me and kind of frustrating is he had very strong views, but he's constantly talking about these things. Now, the weird thing for me is his opinion seemingly shifted overnight, but that's not how it works. It's not like all of a sudden something clicks and you change your mind. It's like he probably started to cozy up to crypto behind closed doors, not publicly. And then publicly he came out and, embraced crypto with warm, loving embrace. And now he has got the largest Bitcoin ETF in the world, right? So it's a very interesting thing, but in probably a positive shift because, again, here's the CEO of Coinbase, one of the larger exchanges out there, and Larry Fink, after they shared the stage, or right before they shared the stage, talking about tokenization being the future. So crypto adoption is likely going to continue. If Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase, a crypto exchange, is embracing Larry Fink, I think that it's probably fair to say, I think that Fink is probably good for crypto. That being said, it is a little concerning that BlackRock has such a major now lever on the crypto market. But as I was discussing with actually some folks in my personal circles today, people got to remember that even though BlackRock might seem like some people think it's only a good thing, some people think it's a threat. Well, the people that think it's a threat, you got to remember, it's not like BlackRock can just sell all their Bitcoin, right? Technically, right, it's BlackRock's Bitcoin, but that's only because their clients come to them and say, I want to, invest in this Bitcoin vehicle, this ETF. And so this is regular people or institutional money coming into this vehicle of investment, which is this Bitcoin ETF that has been put together by BlackRock. So people like you or me or institutions come to BlackRock an institution to say, hey, I want to invest in this thing, Bitcoin. I want to do it through your ETF. So it's not like BlackRock can just dump it. And so when you see stories of BlackRock is dumping Bitcoin, it's not really BlackRock dumping the Bitcoin. It's people that bought through that BlackRock ETF actually selling that Bitcoin. And I think a lot of people miss this point, but it's a very interesting time. We do see a big shift in the world with crypto. It's not just the institutions, right? We've got governments as well. Here we have SEC Chair Paul Atkins saying that the agency has enough authority to drive forward on crypto rules and plans to unveil an innovation exemption for the crypto industry in a month or so. Now, this is all quite bullish news, you might think, and I think so as well. However, I'm currently trading a short position on Bitcoin. My Bitcoin trade is currently $3,000 in the profit. I have been shorting Bitcoin, and I've got a stop loss take profit set at $2,000 in the profit. So worst case scenario for me on this trade, if I keep my stop loss as is, I know I'm going to profit $2,000 on this Bitcoin short. And you might be wondering, well, Crypto Kip, why would you be shorting Bitcoin if you believe in Bitcoin? And these stories that you're sharing with us today are very bullish, right? Because another story I want to talk about is also the fact that here's another bullish story. The UK passes a law officially recognizing crypto as property. Well, here's the reality of the situation as I've seen it. One, I have a holding portfolio. And so if crypto continues to go up, I still have some exposure to crypto. But why have I unloaded some of my crypto and why am I shorting crypto? Because historically, there are these 4-year cycles where we see Bitcoin go into a bull market for about 1,065 days. And then we see about a 365-day, 1 year, basically, bear market for crypto. So if we are going into that bear market phase, I am prepared for that while shorting the market. I'm also prepared if we get more continuation to the upside because of all these bullish catalysts by having still some exposure to this asset class. My goal with trading is to earn money while the market is going down by shorting it, or if the market's going up, I'll long the market as well. Just because the market's going down doesn't mean you can't long it. Like you could have easily caught a long on a bounce off $80,000 and you could be in a long position still right now. And I'm sure maybe many of you guys are. If you want access to our private Discord, you can trade over on Blowfin using the link in the description down below if you want to do that. Well, if you just want access to our private Discord, when you sign up for Blowfin, which is free to do, in the description of this video, and it looks like this, guys. The link right here, when you click it, it takes you over to Blowfin. You can sign up using an email address or a phone number. I believe you need to do an email address if you're in the US. But when you sign up for Blowfin, you don't need to deposit anything. You don't need to trade. You'll get access to our private Discord. Now, in our private Discord, there are some trade signals that are going on. Please do your own research, guys. We're not financial advisors. We're not here to get financial advice. But we are trading these markets. And if you want to join our community, you can sign up for Blowfin. In the link down below, you get access to our private Discord. What's cool is there are deposit bonuses over on Blowfin, and there is a trading volume contest where you could win Apple AirPods, a Nintendo Switch, or even a Rolex watch. If you have enough trading volume, there's different tiers to that. So check that out if you haven't done so already. There are a lot of bullish catalysts for crypto. Crypto is here to stay. I'm going to continue to trade crypto. The UK passes a law officially recognizes crypto as property. I think that's a big story today. Paul Atkins is going to be unveiling some secret innovation exemption for crypto in the next month or so. That could be another bullish catalyst. Maybe these take us out of the 4-year cycle. Is the 4-year cycle dead? This is the big question that I think a lot of people are still pondering, myself included. That's all I have in this video, guys. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Larry Fink and Brian Armstrong are cozying up. Paul Atkins is getting more bullish publicly on crypto, unveiling these secret plans for crypto. And the UK is now accepting Bitcoin as property. So very interesting, guys. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel. DCA Hodl. 2 videos here if you want to check them out, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Continue to do your own research, guys. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel on your way out. I'll see you in the next one, y'all. Peace.